Joining us this morning is Debbie Georgatos. She is a political strategist. She wrote a book called Ladies, Can We Talk? And the talk that she would like to talk to people about is conservative talk, political talk, Republicans, conservatives, how they can win. Debbie, welcome to Houston's Morning News. It's great to have you on with us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right, we're going to talk a little Trump. So you and I were just chatting off the air about his visit to Laredo. So let's talk about that real quick. He shows up. Border Patrol was supposed to give him a tour of the border. They were told to stand down. They were not allowed to do that. So he shows up and basically takes questions at a press conference. You see anything there yesterday that got you excited or more excited about his candidacy?
No, I think it was a clever move to plan a trip to the border, and he thought he would have a signal to voters that the Border Patrol was really behind him, and he got that taken out, kind of rug pulled out from his feet. But he's I will say about him, the reason I think he still kind of resonates with some voters is he has this many see as brashness or blustery boldness, but he has this willingness to say things in a more direct way than a lot of candidates do, and I think that people are a little bit tired of tiptoeing around the sensitive issues that must happen all the time. And he doesn't back off from that.
I agree. I was just saying that earlier. When he got in the face of the reporter from Telemundo, MSNBC, and told him to shut up, he was done, he was finished, he was basically fired. I love that. I love that about Donald Trump. All right, so Trump has kind of backed away from this idea of running as an independent, as running as a third-party candidate if the Republican Party, doesn't help him win the nomination or doesn't do the things that he expects them to do. I think he's backing away from that a little bit. I think he said yesterday he's a conservative, wants to run as a Republican. But who would he hurt primarily, do you think, if he ran as an independent candidate?
My goodness, I think he would hurt the whole Republican Party. I think it would be, there's just not a critical, if he took a lot of conservative voters with him, there's not enough critical mass, I'm afraid, to have Republicans win. It's a pro problem. And I guess within the ranks, he hurts the more conservative ones who would like to stay with the party, but, man, Trump's giving this exciting alternative. I don't know if we're going to get to this also, Matt, but I'd love to talk about strategy, about what candidates should be saying when reporters get in their face and ask them about, what do you think about Mr. Trump? He said this, he said that. What do you think? Want to talk about that a minute?
Yeah, go right ahead.
I just think there are enough people in the conservative base in the Republican Party who are excited by Donald Trump's boldness. They just feel kind of starved for bold leadership. So I think what the other GOP candidates should do when the media says, wow, Mr. Trump, now he said this, what do you have to say about that? Instead of piling on Trump and piling on the fellow Republican, just say, Mr. Trump chooses his words. My view on immigration is to get right back to what you think and say whatever it is about John McCain, about immigration, about the sanctuary states. Just be positive. I think the Republicans who are really piling on him, it's just unhelpful. It doesn't help the party's cause, and it gives the media more entertainment in making Republicans criticize each other. Yeah,
and I would agree. You see Cruz, who's kind of said, look, I think, I like Donald Trump. He says a lot of things that resonate with people. He may not say them the way that people are used to hearing them said, but he still says what people are thinking. And I would agree with you. It's going to be very interesting. I think we are going to get, if we haven't already, a little Trump fatigue. We're a little tired of Donald Trump. But at the same time, as long as he continues to say things that the American voter wants to hear discussed, I think he's important. I don't think he's going to win the nomination, certainly not going to win the presidency, but I think he's important. I think he drives the narrative for the Republican Party, and they should certainly pay attention to it. And, Debbie, I'm glad you came on. Let's make this a regular thing. Thanks for spending some time with us.
I would love it. Thank you very much.